Lions TV. We are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can see on the screen, right? Now, if you are going to do a bit of business in 2025, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your preview show looking ahead to Saturday early afternoon kickoff against Derby County. This away fixture is one of many over the coming weeks or so, and I'm hoping that we can take 3 points. As always, let's kick off the show by taking a look at the 11 that the gaffer might pick to start the match. Okay, so 2 changes from the team that drew at home against West Brom for the fixture in midweek away at Preston. It's a solid point on the road. It wasn't an outstanding performance. That moment of magic from Mihajlo Ivanovic played a big part in getting us a point up at Deepdale. So what will the gaffer do? It's very, very hard to know what he'll do. There's arguments to bring Coburn in and play him alongside Ivanovic. I don't think he'll replace Ivanovic based on how well Ivanovic has been doing in Coburn's absence. This is the team that I will go with. I'll go with that and then we'll go from there. I'd go with Liam Roberts in goal without an absolute doubt. Then I would play, I suppose, you've got another option than to play Joe Bryan. We've not seen a lot of Zach Sturgeon. I think Bryan will keep his place regardless of me maybe saying put someone else in. So there's no real point. It will be Joe Bryan at left back. Then I think it should be Kramer at right back with Cooper and Tanganga in a back 4. Mitchell and Denor as the central midfielders. Then I'd stick Aziz back where he does damage on the left. I'd stick Nedgley on the right. I'd have Kundal in a 10 and Ivanovic up front with a view to, if Ivanovic or Kundal isn't working, then get Emaku and Coburn on at the earliest opportunity. He's got a lot to choose from still. Up front now, 2 main strikers. We're without Lovelace and we're without Langstaff, who are both allegedly currently injured. I've not seen anything from the club. For me, Nedgley has to come back into this starting lineup. We've still got Connolly there as well on the bench. We've still not seen anything of Benicio Baker at all. I'm not sure whether he's been brought in to be an immediate first teamer, but with previous Premier League experience at Brighton and recently being on loan in the league, the EFL, not the Championship, then I definitely feel that, you know, I thought he was going to be part of the setup, but it doesn't look like he is for now. There's massive competition for places, and it's a good headache to have for Alex Neil. I'm glad he's got to pick the team and not me. Let's move on to our opposition. As we've already mentioned, it's Derby County. And Derby have recently gone under a managerial change. They were struggling under Paul Wall, who got them promoted from League One, and they replaced him with John Eustace, who left high-flying Blackburn Rovers in 5th to come and try and dig a team that he played for out the shit in John Eustace. Maybe a bit of a strange decision, a bit of a questionable decision. I'm sure he had his reasons to do so, and he's got a big task on his hands because they are without a win in their last 5 league games. They have won none, drawn 2 and lost 3 of the previous 5. They've not been scoring many goals either. And most recently, in Eustace's first game in charge, they were hammered at Loftus Road 4-0 by Queen's Park Rangers. So we're looking for a reaction from his squad. We're looking to put things right in front of his home fans for the first time. Derby currently sit in the highest places of the drop zone. They are 1 point behind Hull in 21st. However, Hull do have a game in hand on Derby, so they need to start making up points pretty quickly. And at the other end of things, as you can see, it is incredibly tight. A win for us could see us go as high as 9th on Saturday. We're one of the early kickoffs, of course. It is definitely all to play for, and the playoffs are not out of our reach. This week, a lot of people have been saying in the comments, playoffs is out of our reach, we're too inconsistent. How can we not go and knock over a team like Preston? Well, Preston have lost once at home all season. That was to Sheffield United, I believe, on the opening weekend. They were without a defeat at home in 13 games and since September. So it's definitely not an easy place to go. And we're definitely not, currently, the Plymouth Gamer side, inconsistent. Only 1 defeat, that 1 defeat, in our previous 8 league games. Let's move on to a prediction. And so, this is your pre-match prediction. And here we go. I'm not bigging myself up here, but in the last 2 games, don't worry about the previous 30 or whatever it was. In the last 2 games, I said we beat West Brom 1-0 and Jake Cooper would get our goal. So I was incredibly close to that. And in the last game against Preston, I said we'd draw 1-0 at Preston with us taking the lead through Ivanovic, and Ivanovic was going to get our goal. So I got that one spot on. So I've not been far off in my last 2. Like I said, don't worry about the previous 30 games. I probably got wrong. I'm not looking for praise. What I'm saying is, I'm not doing too bad at the minute in the predictions, and I am very, very confident going into this game. I know that John Eustace in front of the home crowd for the first time will probably get a little bit of a lift, and not just from the fans, but from his players. But I don't know why I'm so confident. It's probably not a good thing, but I am, and I'm going for a 3-1 Millwall win with Femi Aziz, Japhet Tanganga, and a big garlic and herb to give us a perfect away day and get us firing back towards the top 6. And so that's your lot for this preview show. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Don't forget, it is a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday at Derby. I don't know how many tickets we sold, but I think we've pretty much sold what they've given us. So it should be a good following and a nice warm-up for Crystal Palace the following Saturday. I am going to Derby on Saturday. I might do an away day. I haven't decided yet. I always say I'm not doing it, but I might do. We shall see how we go. I've got to be at Kelly's house at 8 a.m. on Saturday to go straight over to Dartford Bridge. And it is on for 3 points. Let's hope so. See you there for going. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.